We received a call at 8:30. Our 911 dispatch center received a call 8:30 this morning that a building at the Dayton Power and Light Killen Station had collapsed, and there were employees that were missing. Several local fire and EMS responded. At this point, one person has been taken to hospital, and we believe that 3 people are still missing. We have rescue crews from Cincinnati that are on scene, and we have rescue units coming from Columbus, Ohio, to also help with the rescue.
So that whole, it looks like a massive collapse, but only part of it collapsed, right?
Yeah, most of the debris that you see on the ground, that's all was already taken down by the demolition crew. The tallest building was pretty much intact this morning. That's a building that has fallen, and where the people were working that are presumed missing at this point.
So why were they out here this morning? Was it to help with the demolition, or?
Yeah, it's
those people, sorry.
It's the demolition people. Next week they were preparing to take that building down and those stacks. So this was some type of preparation prior to taking the building down.
And are those people employees of the plant or of the city? Do you know who those people are?
I think the employees are employees of the contractors doing the demolition.
Do you know the name of the contractor?
No, I do not.
So this has been an ongoing process for a while. Obviously, this
Yes.
plant's been closed for quite some time, correct?
That is true.
Since 2018? Do you know the year?
I don't know for sure. That sounds about right.
Sheriff, you've been here for a while. What's what your impressions of the history of this place? Where I've been here a long time, big employer, or what?
Well,
What was it? What was it most recently? And
obviously, I was here when it was built. I was working as a deputy when it was built. It employed a lot of people, so did the Stewart Station. It was a pretty big shock to the local economy when these places were closed down.
Can you kind of walk us through I guess, just in general, what they're doing there, kind of in terms of the search and rescue, I guess, because we still see big equipment going, but obviously, they got.
I think the big equipment you're seeing is probably clearing some of that debris out of the way so emergency vehicles can get into the areas they need to be into. As far as the search and rescue, I haven't been around. I don't know exactly what they are doing, and I'll leave that to the experts.
Now, other than the 5 people that were initially unaccounted for, any other injuries that you can talk about? People that maybe had debris falling or anything like that, but were able to get out?
The only injury I'm aware of, and I don't know how severe, is there's been one person who has been transported to the hospital.
And that was one of the workers?
That was one of the workers, yes.
Can you speak on gender, age, how old they are?
I don't even know.
You don't? Okay. But it's a total of 5 that were unaccounted for?
When we got the call originally, the first account we had, there was 5 unaccounted for. Now there are 3 unaccounted for. So evidently, it looks like one of the 2 that was unaccounted for has been taken to the hospital.
What happened to the other person?
I don't know. Everything must be fine with them, I guess.
In these situations, time's obviously critical. Just talk about how quickly all these other agencies were able to get here, the Cincinnati crew, the Columbus crew on their way.
Well, the first responders would have been the Manchester Fire Department. So they would have been here just within minutes. Hamilton County was here. I don't know the exact time, but once that call goes out, people get here quick, considering how far they have to drive.
So, do you know how many people were out here working on this to begin with?
No.
And what are you doing as far as the staging area, the families of the people who are in there, things like that?
They've got different staging areas, different people assigned, and most of that is not handled by law enforcement. It's handled by fire and EMS. So they're the ones that's doing the staging and the notifying and all that type of thing. I would assume that the rescue people are already working, trying to find the 3 missing.
I imagine the contractors for a project like this are fairly specialized, and they probably aren't people that just live here in the neighborhood. They're probably from elsewhere,
right?
And they might be from far away,
right?
On a project that may last for a month or 2 or a year or whoever.
Right.
So these people, I would imagine you have no idea where they're from. They're
No.
not typically.
I talked to one of the contractors, gave him my number to have one of their media people to reach out, and I think they can better answer these questions that's been asked than I can answer.
But you don't know the name of the company?
No.